As lifelong proponents of Star Wars, we enjoy highlighting and studying the good stories in that universe. Today, we are once again returning to the best thing in Star Wars, Andor. We're going to be looking at one of the defining moments of Luthen as a character. In episode 10 of season 2, Make It Stop, we get a flashback to Klea's first meeting with Luthen. She was just a child living on a planet that the Empire was trying to subdue. She snuck her way onto an Imperial ship and was hiding from the war that was going on outside. Turns out, Luthen also wanted a respite from the war going on and decided to take a breather in the ship. There are many things that we can point to in the filmmaking of this show that were reasons why it is the best thing in Star Wars, but the most important one is the writing. Tony and Dan Gilroy are masters of their craft, and this scene is a perfect example of that. Luthen walks into the ship not as a confident soldier, but one that is wrestling with his own actions.
The wall! Against the wall!
We finally get the reason why Luthen became the rebellion starter that he is. He was an Imperial soldier. He takes out his flask and spots something on his pants. This shows just how distraught he is, because one look at him and you'd say he's filthy all over. When he wipes that something off, he is so overwhelmed that the only thing he can focus on is one thing in his life. From outside, he hears innocent people being killed by his fellow Imperials. This snaps him for good. He cries out to make it stop. He's so tired of the evil that he has committed on behalf of the Empire and just wants it to stop.
Stop. Stop, Russian lose, make it stop. Russian lose, make it stop.
A soldier comes in and he has to put away his emotions for a moment to get them to go away by saying that he had to reload. The soldier turns on his radio and we hear the Imperials slaughter more civilians. He can't take it anymore. He's no longer a soldier for the Empire. He's now a rebel.
I had to reload.
We cleared that other basement.
I heard it.
Had to be about 50 of them in there.
I said I heard it.
Any burners you got? He wants that whole street out there on fire.
Luthen hears Klea hiding and finds her. On any other day, he might have turned her away, but on this day, he was ready to flee the Empire, and she was the final straw for his defection. He talks his way out of doing a strafe on the nearby ridge and manages to get the other soldier out of the ship again. He moves over to where Klea is hiding and reaches out his hand to her. This is the final decision. In taking her hand, he is taking the opportunity that has presented itself. He's no longer the soldier that would just go out there and do whatever the Empire ordered. He's a changed man. Not just because he finally woke up to the horrors that the Empire was committing, but because he decided to take action. And this goes back to the very beginning of the story of this show with Nemik.
Yes, Sergeant Klea. Anyone? He's in the ship, sir. Klea, are you in there?
Nemik's manifesto is a brilliant piece of work on the flaws of tyranny and the methods that we can use to combat it. He speaks of the hope of the people as a real and potent weapon that they can use. He speaks of the Empire having all these contingencies, but none of them can stop the spark of hope. And most apt for this particular scene, he speaks on insurrection. But instead of the large scale, Nemik brings it down to the individual level. And that is what Luthen is doing at this moment. He's not choosing to take on the Empire on his own, but he's choosing to try, to make that one small act of insurrection, and that's taking Klea and going. At this point, he doesn't know where or what they're going to do when they get there, but one less soldier for the Empire and one more rebel is always a win. And that's just one of the many reasons why Andor is the best thing in Star Wars. And as always, may the Force be with you.